treat. Hello, Internet.
Mic check, mic check.
I still haven't figured out the logic behind turning the headset on versus seeing the battery life. It'd be nice if just at the bottom it said hold the power button to power on or tap it, turn on. Oh, good.
The Quest's being far too clever for its own good right now, because when I use the mouse.
Oh no, your microphone.
Oh, not this again.
What you said was the Oculus is being way too clever for its own good. But the first half of the sentence was fine. Good God, that was not nice. Also, the reason I haven't worked out, I always need to turn my keyboard off and on. 100% of the time. When it boots up, it doesn't work until I turn it off and on. The lights on it work, but it doesn't. It's not Forza. I can literally look over and tell you that's not what I've got it set to in thingy. So if you're seeing something different, I blame you. Right, back in a sec. Right, I'm in. I've started my car up. I'd say it's all go, but I really need to put a seatbelt on. Even more so. Wait, finished refueling? Oh, great.
Have you done Need for Speed with the new chair?
Only very briefly. Like, I could probably do with spending a few hours in 2D, because then I can tune the chair. Hang on, so I need to take this off with the VR headset on. I can't use that.
Doesn't it require different tuning because of the back and forth inversion?
No, because the game just sends, accelerate, and then the rig decides, oh, you've got this many directions of freedom, here's the best way to simulate that. It does a combination of the rig moving for the instantaneous G-force and the rig tilting for the long term. That's kind of weird. So I can see the steering wheel getting closer. If I brake, the steering wheel gets closer, even if I don't move, because my rig's moving towards the front. Now there is something called motion compensation, which will attempt to alleviate that, but I'm not currently running that. One of the low-tech way of doing motion compensation is people cover up the cameras in the headset, so you don't get any head movement. But some people get very, very angry at, I'll say drift. So if my chair sidesteps one way, I will feel like I've sidestepped the other in the game. But it's such a minimal amount, I don't think people really should worry too much about it.
Ooh. Such a close friend.
Oh, that was squirrely. That was not planned. I assume Tad will be joining us in a moment. I forgot, I have to bounce the clutch on this car, don't I? No, you...
What?
You just drove into me! I was going faster than you, so I was catching up with you slowly. My front fender was in line with your rear bumper, and then you just drove across into me.
No, and I was too late with the block. I guess.
Yes, yes. Whoa. Oh dear. It's going so well. I've lost my mojo. Or I broke the car, one of the two.
We are driving this track so much that this might become a reflex instead of engaging the brain.
Yeah, I mean, you should have your reflex for how you drive when no one's there. That's good. I mean, you're worrying about the changes from the prescribed route. Oh no! I hit the rev limiter. Oh fuck. I really wish Forza had VR. Like, genuinely, it's so good in so many ways. Oh, what happened? What happened?
I just did not brake in time and then I braked too much.
And my main goal now will just be to stay ahead and not wrap the clutch. I hear clunking from Izzard, but not talking.
Well, because I'm not saying anything.
Ah, how's your microphone?
I don't know, how is...
I'll repeat, you said, you went, that's because I'm not saying anything. I don't know, how is my... And then you just cut off on the first letter of the word microphone. Wow, the chair feels so much more fluid over the bumps that, like, it feels like the car is doing slightly more unpredictable things. I definitely haven't got it tuned violently enough. Like, I just drove over curbing, and I'll say I barely felt it.
What happened to the front of your car? That what happened?
Schalke misjudged the length of his car by a few inches. It was only a few inches, to be fair, Schalke. I'd only just gotten alongside you, and then you just decided just to sort of come across at me.
I'm having clutch issues.
Yeah, I've been careful with mine now. Tad, you've got a motorbike.
Yeah.
Have you got any current tyre recommendations? What's the cool tyre of the moment?
I've got my old tires. Like, I haven't ridden in years now, but the Michelins I had are super nice.
Yeah, because I might be looking at getting some different ones on the Zero. So I've wheel spun it twice now. Number of times I wheel span the 1400, 0. So I might see if there are some softer tyres out there.
Tires are everything.
Well, road surface is everything, and there's been a lot of crap on the roads these days. So both times I wasn't quite upright.
But I don't think you're going to be doing off-roading tire.
No, but I mean, I had a little bit of lean both times, but only, 2 or 3 degrees, not much, but just enough so when it broke traction, instead of just being fun, the bike suddenly started to go sideways. But yeah, so when an EV breaks traction because it's got all the torque, it really will. It goes from nothing to redline in a heartbeat. Whereas obviously on a motorbike, the worst you can do is to redline it in that gear, as opposed to going all the way up to the speed limit of the bike in half a second. Oh, should probably have.
Is it lighter than a regular bike?
It's lighter than my old bike, but I've gone from a 240 kilo bike, like a 130 kilo bike. I mean, the Ninjas are huge and heavy, so by comparison, it feels very light. But all the weight is very, very low down. The centre of mass is really, really low, so that helps how it feels too.
But you're not going to do. We had an officer that broke his leg by just falling over on his bike. Bike landed on his leg, broke his leg.
I was going to avoid doing that. I mean, if it fell on me, it would probably still...
It was like less than 2 miles per hour. He was very much not amused.
Is it not going anywhere, Schalke? Has it totally given up the ghost?
Somewhat. I'm waiting for my clutch temperature to drop.
It doesn't seem to do that at any sensible rate, I'm afraid.
I find that if I'm in neutral, it drops faster than if I'm in gear. I also kind of want to find the shut off button.
Oh,
that would help.
No, turning the engine off won't help. I mean, to be honest, realistically, engaging the clutch and not moving is your best bet, because then you've got more metal or more material touching.
I'm gonna try to come to the finish line.
Oh, okay, I'll come give you a push then. Wait, don't you? Yep, yeah, good. Excuse me, Tad. Oh, I think we lost wing mirrors there.
Or not.
Oh.
I never saw you. Oh no.
Oh! 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 No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's... What?
Things the game thinks you all are doing is probably more entertaining than what's actually happening.
No, outside, just
that was an
into my
entire
car.
quarter of everyone crashing. It was fantastic.
You're warping around like anything anyway.
Oh yeah.
It is, you got to get your microphone working so you can tell me how it's my fault.
You know it is.
It's not.
Off you go, Shulka.
Ooh. No, 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 no.
Shall we,
That's not the right way.
shall we restart and have a 4-man race?
Yeah, but like let's not fight on the first turn. Let's just wait a bit.
How do you feel about the first turn, Schalke? How was it for you?
I made like risk mitigation. Although I was also at fault there.
And I want you to know that we're only restarting because I'm in first.
Yeah, that's why. Tad's got it.
Yep. 100%.
Hit up the bum by someone.
Oh my god. Game that's not what they're doing at all.
It's doing its best with your internet.
I'm sure they want to throw Shulkin that far. Oh yeah, but it's still funny.
Who's in the white car? Oh, you're not using your purple and green colour scheme today.
DJ.
This car, I've got a.
He's got the Herbie
I've
skin.
got the Herbie skin.
Oh yeah.
Schalke, that's very brave.
I did not break enough.
Schalke brake too much.
Hey.
Oh, okay, performance issues.
Your microphone is reflecting those performance issues. Did you get around to finding a half-decent, not top-of-the-range video card yet, or is it still a unicorn?
Oh my god, it lost so much there, even you cut out. Did you ask if I got a graphics card? The answer is no.
Did you find one?
I do have a 960 lying around the house. And I do have a 1070 that I think it might be a little bit fried.
A little bit?
I'm not sure if it's fried. I was having issues, so I upgraded.
The money solution.
Well, unfortunately, I have because of the nature of my work, time is money is very important. I mean, I could have spent 4 or 5 days trying it, buying another video card, you know, right up to reseating the fucking RAM chips, that sort of high-end bollocks, or just buy a new one, get a brand new one, and guaranteed that that works. Like, it's just something I've learned the hard way, is I can easily spend a week diagnosing an issue that I just don't have time to. Oh, also, Si, I don't know if you saw my question in the Discord. Do you have a particular piece of software you would recommend for cloning a hard drive?
What, under Windows? No.
No. I don't care.
This is weird.
I basically, we've got some of the Sega Limburg machines, and they're beginning to die, and we want to clone the drives. And I don't really care what, if I have to install any operating system to make it work, we'll just do that.
Well, you don't really need to install anything.
And there's no program.
Run Linux from a USB, and you could use DD. Might not work, but that's pretty low level. That's a direct copy, bit for bit.
Yeah,
should be device agnostic and.
Well, this does run
OS
Linux.
agnostic.
So it does run Monte Vista Linux, which was only used in Limburg. It was a real-time Linux distribution. But yeah, Rob said that, so I might have to try that.
It doesn't really matter that it runs Linux so much as the fact that it recognises the partition layout, the layout of the volumes.
Yeah.
Then you could go because it was just bit for bit.
I think a lot of it depends how much copy protection or encryption Sega have put on it. We've got to the point now, we've got this horrible situation. This hardware that's too new to take a soldering iron to, and too old to put modern replacements in to replace it.
Oh, so you're thinking a bit like checks the identity of the hard drive.
We think it might actually check that. Oh my god, that's my fastest lap ever. Thank you, Schalke.
You are welcome.
I don't know how.
Would tweeting Sega help?
Hey Sega, we'd like to pirate one of your old games. Can you help us? No, probably not.
Well, you already own it.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep it running longer.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's literally 20 years old. It's the Xbox-based hardware.
So what do they got to bitch about, honestly?
Well, they won't. I mean, we've got quite a good relationship with Sega, but they don't know. Like, Sega Europe have no clue, like, how the copy protection works on a 2-decade-old game made in Japan, with documentation only in Japan. Sometimes we've had to rely on, it's the MAME scene's been the interesting one, because they, like, sometimes we've helped them fix their copy protection cracks, and we've then folded those back into ours. So, like, for example, Space Harrier is a bootleg that we've got, but it's a bootleg on Enduro Racer hardware. We've got all the rest of the Space Harrier cab, but the Space Harrier motherboard blew up. So we got Enduro Racer, which is A, shit, and B, to a penny, and then made it act like a Space Harrier board. So yeah, we're having to do stuff like that to keep these things going. And we're probably the only people in the world who use MAME for the purpose that it was intended. So we've actually flashed ROMs from the MAME install. So we can verify the ROMs against MAME and then reflash that, because that's what MAME is for. That was a good crash, Schalke, well done.
If you remind me tomorrow, I'll
That's
ask
what
one
is
of the
for?
digital forensic guys.
Yes, if there's something, you know, the equivalent, you know, X copy or something on the Amiga, like something is designed to copy shit that's not wanting to be copied. And we have the license, it's just that the hardware is failing. That's the problem. We've got the other thing is there's a USB key with some encryption stuff on there as well. We've got that, but we have a horrible feeling the USB key and the hard drive serials are matched up in some way, and that we might not be able to get around. I got 2 records in a row there, Schalke. Hey! But not 3.
Well, I got the flip side of pushing it to the limit.
Flip side. It's good, it's good. Fly! Be
I
free!
have no idea what I did to my car.
Oh. Why are you not on your wheels, Shaq? I specifically requested it. What? That's not how physics works.
Speaking of, that's not how physics works. That video I posted with the train hitting the, I guess it was a vehicle carrier or something. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
And now we have change.
It was terrifying, wasn't it? There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, he said that's a guy properly losing his shit.
Shit.
Yeah, I did like...
I felt for him. The fact that he'd run about 20 feet up track to
Yeah.
wave at the train. So futile. I think they got slightly longer stopping distance than that, buddy.
They are, yeah. The thing is, it's one of those that, you know, you want to be able to say I did all I could to
He certainly did.
rather, I just
He,
stood
all
there.
he could.
Yeah.
Insurance.
I had the same thing when my friend got hit by a train. I ran towards them and went, you know, I'm now 3 feet closer than I was when I started running.
Please don't hit.
What he should have done is faced the other way, and then when he heard the noise, looked around. In
Whoa!
plausible deniability.
Ah, yes. I've also had another interesting issue with my motorbike, and so as an EV owner, I will detail it to you. I think, because I do know the answer, but the thing is, it's the responses I got. So my bike was at 100% charge, I unplugged it, rode it from my garage to the front of my house, which is a distance of about 15 feet. And then the battery read 91% charge. So I detailed that on the forums, and all the responses I got were the same, and wrong. What's your take?
Well, only that it's not an exact science. It's always an estimate.
That's quite a
Battery reading.
That's quite a big amount off, though. That's a long way off.
Yeah, well, it's updated its estimate, and its previous estimate was way off.
Well, the 2 responses I got immediately were the cold, and I'm like, first of all, it's 14 degrees. Secondly, it's in the garage. Thirdly, if I charge a vehicle in the cold, it will still charge to 100%. It just drains quicker. So, no. Someone pointed out...
Yeah,
it's like
9% in, what, 50 feet?
50 feet, yeah. No, someone pointed out what happens is when the zero charges to full, 100%, and then goes, brilliant, I'm 100%, and then just sort of goes to sleep. So I lost 9% charge over several days, but it never wakes up to recheck how much charge you've got, apparently, which is a bit of a flaw in the SoC system. So
where did it lose it then?
just by being.
Whoa.
Sorry. It just lost it over several days of not charging. Because it charged to 100%, and then the Kubernetes went, cool, 100%, and then went, let's not do anything anymore. But it doesn't periodically check what the state of charge is until you do something.
Yeah, well, they tend to call them guessometers anyway, because, like I say, it is not an exact thing.
Sorry, Shalko, did I actually cause you an issue then? Because there was room as I started my overtake maneuver, and I don't think there was room when I finished
You came
it.
from off-road to tackle me. Yes, you made me a issue for me.
Okay, good.
He sounds mad.
No! Yes, I tried to overtake you on the right. At the beginning of the overtake maneuver, there was enough room. And at the end of it, I don't think there was. But by that point...
Using grass to overtake.
No, there was room, and then I had to end up going on the grass.
Yeah, okay.
But
So
once
the plan A was not grass.
No. Plan A, grass is never a plan. No, the thing was, by the time I'm on the grass, at that point there's nothing I can do. I'm just there for the ride, just to see where the car comes back on, really. Come on, turn!
Again! Oh man.
What's happened to you?
That last turn is kicking my ass.
The last turn.
I flipped on that corner twice now.
The last turn. the left-hander.
No, that 90-degree turn at the end.
You mean at the start? The first corner?
No. That's like that's not quite a 180, is it? No, the 90 right at the end.
The left-hander,
well,
yeah. The left-hander falls
100.
straight, yeah. How did you roll it? What did you hit?
No, the turn right before the pits. Yeah. Well, the second one was the chicane. The other one was
right.
just I had way too much speed going into it. Wait, it's not called chicane. Rumbles? What are they?
Curbing.
Curbing, yeah. Rumble strips is fine.
Curbing.
If you say chicane, we'll probably work out what you mean. That's technically wrong.
The thing you've been calling it the entire time until you looked it up.
Yes, because you get them at chicanes. That's why this becomes synonymous. You can always call it blue and whites. That's definitely not ambiguous.
Well, the wall is blue and white that I'm driving past right now.
This is true. But if you're driving on that... Oh, what was your lap time there, Si? That looked really good.
No, I'm not even driving very well. Just pootling about.
Yay, I didn't flip this time. Go B.
I screwed that corner up. I don't think I'll be making it up to Schalke.
There is lap to go.
Want me to take him out when he tries to pass me?
No, that would be considered collusion.
Oh.
Because you're saying collision in a silly accent.
Collusion.
Yeah, I call it content.
Well, my processor just went to sleep for
Whoa! What went to sleep? Sorry, you're breaking up again.
Yeah, it was performing fine, and then I just got like no frames for about 3 seconds. It's weird. Probably Windows doing something. I hate Windows.
Well, I mean, you say that, but people make a big song and dance about how Windows saps it, and how it's much quicker, and if it was on Linux it'd be fast, and then Quake 3 came out on Linux and ran substantially slower. That put all that bollocks to bed.
It's not that. It's just the fact that this rig I've put together could just about manage this game if nothing else is going on. There's got no overhead for anything else to run.
What would Windows be doing? I mean, Windows doesn't do a lot. I mean, apart from the indexing service, there's not a lot Windows needs to.
I haven't done anything really to pare it down, get rid of things like that. I know you know this, but Windows has loads of bloatware in it these days. People don't want, like, it starts telling you what the weather's going to be like in the corner of the screen.
Cortana?
Cortana, I never turn that on. Yeah, it's got lots of helpful features, which
It's
is
still
fine
on.
if you've got the overhead for
It's
it.
your search feature for Windows.
Yeah, if you've got resources to spare, that's
Microsoft
fine.
is smart.
Bring back Microsoft Bob. That's
To
what
be
I say.
honest, I tend to run with aero off anyway, because I don't really. I think that, the transparent and blur windows is fine, but I don't care, and I'd rather any performance I could possibly get back instead.
Well,
For Unity to eat.
That what the hell? I did about 30 spins and then just stopped. Oh, someone is. Wait, what? Holy shit! What the fuck spam have we got going in the channel?
What is it?
I don't know. It's
There's
going on
spam
about
in the channel?
something happened in October 2016. What was it? I think it's.
Do they want to edit your video?
According to the Fast Company, I assume it's well, it's obviously someone wants some money off me, but I think it's conspiracy. Ahora, 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 antes lanzate como trabajador, independientes, cubiertos de sueldos. Conta con liquidity sufficient. Do you have enough money? You can have enough liquid cash so you're no longer frustrated with life. Blah 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 blah. Go to this website.
No, thank you.
What are they doing?
Spamming our channel in Spanish, which is a bad plan to start with.
In Spanish?
I know.
Wow.
Who speaks Spanish?
Nobody in Europe.
is it because Forza took
It's
place
probably
in
one of the
Mexico?
funniest Americanisms. All these people are like, wait, who speaks Spanish in Europe? And everyone's like, oh no.
It's Forza on YouTube, but not on Twitch, and these messages were from Twitch. Oh.
We should really try and learn Spanish.
Which
It's
is better
pretty
with
popular
bots.
in the world, isn't it?
Spanish is third, I think.
I think it might be something like that. Yeah.
Mandarin, then English, then Spanish? Really?
No, English is not. English is not that high as the primary language. English is the most spoken second language, though.
That can. Oh yeah. Damn it.
Thank you, Schalke. Oh. So when it drops the car on the street on the start line, it literally drops the rig now. It literally go boom.
It's like fun.
It's not very.
So did you
comfortable,
get
though.
the roll working in Forza?
Oh yeah, no, the roll was working. It's just the rig was working a bit hard on other directions. You have to choose what you want to feel. You can't prioritize everything. I mean, obviously. But yeah, I've got it tuned a lot better now in Forza. Well, unfortunately, at least in this game, and a little bit in Forza, the tracks are very smooth, like real tracks. So there's a bit there where it goes from a light surface to a dark surface. You'd feel that in a real car. You'd feel the seam. Whoa.
Works.
Oh no!
A little too much.
What happened to you, Adam?
I put two wheels on the grass whilst I had my foot flat to the floor, and the car decided to then just shoot off at a funny angle. That was.
They do that.
Was mostly because I hit the corner going too quickly.
Yeah. Schalke's probably got like a thimble of fuel in his car or something.
On the first race, I
Thimble?
accidentally came out of the pit stop and then stopped and filled my car up to full. Well, I have 14 litres of fuel, for reference.
Look out, people. He's ready to go.
Like a nice fireball.
So I've also found a very unusual thing about Forza, because I've been driving the Taycan between races, and it's so much less effort to drive an EV in a computer game than an actual race car. I was.
Oh, they've got EVs.
Yes, they've
Nice.
got a few, very few.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no Teslas, and it looks like, oopsie, it looks like Porsche may have strong-armed them into putting the Taycan in. because it's one of the highly sought after cars you only get through the pre-production, and there's some stuff going on there. But it's weird because you can rev it and then drop the clutch and it takes off. It's like but the Taycan does have 2
Have they
gears.
got any others?
And there's the Evija, which I could not possibly afford at the moment.
Never heard of it.
The Lotus Evija. It's one of those, it's completely batshit $2 million race car that's only very, 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 very slightly faster than a Model 3. There's not very many though, which is surprising. They're forced to get developed for a few more years. It will have to. I think there might be the Pikes Peak ID4 as well. I forgot what they called it. But it's weird. It's so much nicer to drive an EV around in a racing game. Like, you've only got 2 gears, sort of. You can hear all of the tyre noise, and you have to fiddle about changing gears. It's like, oh, this is... And also, when you do screw up, it's got all of the torque from 0, which is nice, rather than waiting for either the game to work out it needs to slip the clutch, or waiting to get into the torque band.
Well, so far those are all EV advantages in real life as well.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. All of those advantages still apply, and that was more surprising than perhaps it should have been.
Means they can pay the audio programmer less as well.
No, because it means he has to do the stuff less well researched, which is all of the turbine noise, gear Y noises and surface and things. Unfortunately, it does not feature the Porsche noise, which I felt was a bit sad. Oh, another personal best. I'm on fire. It's so side. Look at that. 121.5. Awesome.
Really?
That's good.
I had to actually slow down to avoid... You know when we were jousting back there, I had to slow down at one point because I'd have gone into the back of you otherwise.
Well, if you could have done that bit better, then you would have been even faster. So I'm sorry I got in your way.
Yeah, I should have just kept my foot planted. Yeah, you did. You were in my way, but only for about half a second.
I'm going to be getting down to 118s if we carry on like this.
And that's without souping up with presets.
Oh yeah, I did that one better. Hey Schalke.
Hi.
Bit wide there, Schalke.
No, you made me talk.
I'm glad that you went off then, because my trajectory took me basically straight. I would not have left you any gap. Like I'd have just got into you. But I have to say, I am very, very impressed with Forza's handling model. It is absolutely brilliant. Genuinely good. Oh, fuck off. That's not fast. Great, I'm not 100. Oh, look, another one from the USI. See, you're at 19.7. Wow, that is very competitive time.
Well, I don't know what's happened because I haven't been playing it for weeks. Maybe I needed a break.
All of the knowledge is distilled.
Yeah, I've been working on it in my sleep.
What I did find was, I said we went go-karting, Mike and I, and all of the skills absolutely translate to go-karting, but all of the feedback is 100 times better than in a computer game. Which is, again, very interesting. Oh, did it again? Okay, this is not going to be a lap record. I think a lot of doing well in this game is just knowing when not to push it.
Oh, new person.
Yeah, Teletubbies. Ooh, that's the right gear.
And quite a back finish.
That was a close finish, though. 3 seconds between the three of us.
Oh, beautiful. I just a weird skid into the parking area there. I could never repeat. By the way, please upload that video of
Yes.
Rob going.
Yes.
Here.
So you need to remind me after the stream because it will take the whole night to go up.
That's what she said. Shaka, do you need any tips? It's mean when they do that, isn't it? Do you need any tips, Shalka?
Tips?
Now that I'm better than you?
I could always use tips.
Good noise. Oh, Tad.
Ah! Bloody hell!
Yeah. Just give you a little bit of something to think about.
A lot of her.
Didn't touch you?
This is technically true.
That's the only kind of truth we need.
Oh, Tad, no.
Oh no.
Wow, he's still rolling. He's still rolling. He's still
And
He'll be dead.
side door.
There we go.
Tad, have your shoes come off?
The amount of motorbike crash videos I've watched where the guy on the motorbike hasn't had his helmet done up properly and the helmet's just come off at the start of the crash is horrifying.
That's not great at all.
Yeah. Also, seatbelts are very good at stopping you leaving your seat in a forwards direction, but they don't necessarily stop you leaving the car in different directions,
Yes.
depending on what catastrophic forces apply. You can have so much energy, the body just kind of turns to jelly and slides out of the driver's window. That's always gross.
Well, the drummer from Def Leppard lost his arm in an accident in a car crash because the seatbelt tore his arm off.
Rude.
God.
So he still went out through the windscreen, yeah, at a much lower velocity. It probably saved his life because obviously he did lose a lot of velocity. Also an arm. Oh, Shaka is pushing it to the limit here.
Schalke's just mad because of the last race.
That was excellent, and all three of those corners was faster than I could manage. But he's
It's fun. Ooh.
You're going around all these corners, Schalke, on 3 wheels.
Is that the wrong style?
Well, it does mean you've only got 75% of the grip. Like, if I were to suggest a modification to your handling setup, you probably want stiffer suspension at the rate you're driving it. It's just that I'm close enough to be able to see that you've got one wheel definitely not touching the ground. And now you have 2 not touching the ground. Oh! Damn it, I wasn't going fast enough to capitalise on that.
It's like this extreme backseat driving, commentating from the car behind.
But yeah, I mean, real racing is generally a lap or 2 of following someone with no mistakes, waiting for them to mess up, like I just did. We're still not that consistent. We're all a lot better than we were 2 or 3 months ago. Like, really, really, really improved.
I'm starting to get a grip on how to get, like, not on the margins, on the turns.
No, you stick at the margins, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh!
No. Phew.
I messed that corner up a bit, but I saved it. Izzard is again being annoyingly consistent back there.
Yeah, not very graceful though. Kind of sliding around all over the place.
That's this car though. Like this car does tend to sort of slide because it's short. So you can get the direction you want, and the car just sort of skitters towards the outside of the corner. No, just too much. I think it's going to be a battle for second place rather than first then.
Only if you make another mistake, I think.
I'm sure I will. I'm averaging about 1 a lap.
On that last turn, there's a way to make it like drifty, but
yes,
I often like not make it drifty, and then I'm very like on a wrong lane.
If you want to drift it,
sideways.
You want to brake and turn. Like start to turn, and then brake, and then the rear of the car should kick out, or you know, pull the handbrake if you want to be very brave.
Screwed that up.
Woo!
When I go over the curbings, now the actual rig moves up and down as well, which is cool. But not all of them, because they don't all seem to be modelled to the same level of up and downness.
Some of them just aren't as tall as the others.
19 frames per second. This is not enough VR.
It's not enough for Discord either. Damn you, Schalke!
Yep,
Should have flat shifted a bit more there.
even made the drift and didn't spin it out.
I've still got some interpolated frames, that's annoying. Oh, I'm only running at 36 frames per second. What's going on? Depending on where I look. That's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
First and second place, 0.6 seconds. Sai was only 7 seconds, and then Tad 4 laps behind. Try harder, Tad.
Yep.
Oh, I just realised I put my gentleman's strap
I finished my sandwich.
upside down. Oops.
That's gonna be the front.
Oh man, it's breaking up.
Huh?
Is this guy driving along with his brakes on?
All the cool kids are doing it.
All the very, very hot kids are doing it, more like.
Hot kids.
Or people that really hate having brakes.
People who just like their brakes on fire. I'm actually quite surprised he got round
Gotta
that
love
corner.
that smell.
The smell of he should do a pit stop soon, yes.
The smell of mechanical failure.
Oh, brave Schalke.
Brave.
Very coming on the inside, hoping I'd notice.
Alright. I have to shout loudly, I'm getting parallel!
Well, it depends if you
Now
want
you are
to.
trying.
Depends if you want to be
You
right.
get it, you do get
Oh,
it.
I screw it.
But you're gonna lose it.
Yeah, I did. It depends, Jack, if you want to be right or not involved in a crash.
I'm gonna try changing to my cloud rig. So
Okay.
Seen a bit.
Oh no.
Oh, he's wide. You're wide. Everybody's wide. I wasn't wide, but there was cars all over the road.
The nerve.
Ah.
Inching forward.
Whoa!
And I barged with contact.
To be fair, he didn't stay all the way tucked over. He finished his line and then just started to move towards the next corner without looking. I'm amazed there wasn't... You both got away with it, surprisingly.
Yeah, I did mitigation.
Blue flag for DJ. Get out of here, game.
What? I am a lap ahead of you, Tad, that's why. That's not the race.
Too bad.
What was that?
I have no idea. I'm not amused by it.
You looked to me like you just you just put the brakes on hard and swerved left into the corner.
Nah, I'd never do that.
Well, he completely balls that corner up, Schalke, so
Huh? No, I didn't.
No, he did. Completely off.
No.
And again. Being fast is good, but being consistent is better.
I think he's given up.
Race over, dudes.
Oh, he broke his car.
Oh. Oh, wait. His one mistake was he didn't brake for the corner. That's a fairly major mistake. My only mistake was drinking a pint of bleach. Or he downshifted when he shouldn't have. It's possible.
Yeah, I think he broke his car.
I guess the cars are getting lighter, so theoretically the later laps should have less fuel and those lighter cars.
And less grip. Certainly for Formula 1, I can't state for all cars, but for Formula 1, your first 5 laps, that's what you get. After 5 laps, you have significantly less grip in your tyres. Now, I don't know how this game models tyre wear, or tyre heat particularly, but we're only doing short sessions.
Poorly.
No, I think the game does it very. This game has a fantastic tyre model, but we're only doing, what, 6-minute races or something. I mean, you're only burning a couple of litres of fuel. It's only a couple of kilos of weight.
I would guess there would be an optimum spot where you get the lightness, but you don't have the tire wear.
Yes. I mean, that's why the racing line is always a guideline. As a car with cold tyres and a full tank of fuel will not go the same as a car with hot tyres and
No. And it's clear. I have enough of headway that I can just enter nilly-willy.
I should probably point out it's not nilly-willy. It's not willy-nilly, it's nilly-willy.
Which way I said it?
Nilly. You said it. I think you said it the wrong way around. It's nilly-willy. All nilly-willy.
What?
I've no idea what it means, I have to say.
What?
It just means like all 6s and 7s. You're right there, Tanner. We're being too British at you.
I'm feeling a lot of British coming at me right now.
Oh, I got.
I don't know how to respond.
I did get the fastest lap. Yeah, all willy-nilly means just like all over the shop.
Yeah.
All nilly-willy, that's just weird.
Because you're saying that backwards. Yeah. But that's the one you said was the right way. What?
Willy-nilly is the correct, but I think Sharpie said nilly-willy. The willy comes first. Willy, by the way, is also the UK slang for penis.
So, oh no.
But willy...
Is it like referring to shaking a certain part?
I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea of the etymology behind willy-nilly. I don't think it's anything to do with penises, as far as I know. Why am I on the racetrack by myself? I know, there's Schalke.
Did I die?
Oh, I can't see you.
Maybe here. Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I can see you now. No, I can't easily look it up, I'm afraid.
Okay, what are you in a rig or something similar to what DJ's got as well?
Oh, Schalke?
Yeah.
Something that moves.
You got steering wheel and VR and...
He's got VR.
I got VR, but I got stick. I don't have a wheel.
Yeah, he's using a HOTAS to race with, which is why it's annoying that he's keeping
Oh,
up.
shit.
As I've said before, the steering wheels feel very cool, but they don't really add lots. As long as you've got nice, the ability to hold at a certain angle, you're fine.
Oof, too...
Yeah, I lost a bit more speed than I was hoping there.
Now it's a bit tricky.
Now this is pod
Oof,
racing.
are you gonna squish me?
No.
No.
Just outbreak
I'm
you.
over.
Oh,
I'm kind of being risky.
that was good. Oh, too fast, too fast. God, I'm driving this like a go-kart here.
And which
That's
way
what
is
this
that?
thing is?
With a go-kart, you can make very late mistakes and still correct them because they're so light. So you can just go, oh, I want to be 10 more degrees out, and you can just make it happen. That's why I love the smart car. It's just so good being 600 kilo car. I mean, absolutely just wonderful.
Ooh!
That was some dust.
I take all of the corner, even if it means, and I guess.
Oh no! Bear in mind, Jago, you feel free to come back on as you like, because the moment I see you on the grass, there's no way I want to be on that side of the track. I gave you plenty of berth.
Wow.
But my moral high ground, I might need it.
Yeah, but you had the physical high ground there, which is more of the problem.
Yeah.
We should probably try R Factor at some point. I said I just need to find an hour or two in advance of the stream to get R Factor sort of set up and worked out how and what cars. Because it's like this, but it's newer. I would say this looks DirectX 5e, and R Factor looks DirectX 7e. So it's not modern graphics, but
Right.
it is better than this. And apparently very, very good. And very moddable.
Yeah, that has been on the list for a long time.
It has.
To get around it.
Well, I'm currently, as I said, dusting off all my old projects. Today I got back on the train game, had a look at it for the first time in a year, because that's the game I'd nearly done by the time Eden started. So I've done a week on,
And it looked super cool.
what's it called, Subcontractor. I've done a week on Forklift, which is now awesome. I've forgotten how good it was. It's so compelling. Once you play it for 60 seconds, you're generally hooked. It's very, very good fun. And now it's the train game. Because the train game was set up to put together the tech and the art for a future game. So it wasn't necessarily designed to be a game in of itself, just a sort of a test bed. I need to start. I'm a little bit disappointed because I just checked on it today and no one else has done anything on it in a year. So I was like, oh, I was expecting everything to be done and just waiting for me to come back and finish it. So that sucks.
Were
Welcome
you
back.
paying the other people that were supposed to be adding to this?
Well, an unfinished game makes $0.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've had a year. I can't imagine they haven't had the spare time in a year to finish it. But I've just started to put together tasks. We have a public Projector Games Trello list of sort of projects and what's going on. So I was just keeping that up to date. I also had someone contact me asking if I would like to make Projector Games a commercial enterprise. It's like, yep, sure. Yeah, can I get it running on my computer? Probably not.
Oh, your old games.
The old games.
Your actual projector games.
Yeah, are you there, by the way, Izzard?
Yep.
Yeah, so this
Fire
guy messaged me. He saw us at Abernite 14 years ago when he was a child, and now he wants to do something as a commercial enterprise with it. I was like, well, I tried everything, but if you've got an idea, I'm all ears.
The best idea we had, which we never pushed forward, was getting some sort of sponsorship at a festival, like, you know, sponsored by Guinness at a beer festival or something, and have a Guinness game.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of those sort of happened but fell through. We were supposed to be at the Isle of Wight Festival one year in one of the tents. That never happened. I did an event at Disneyland. Yeah, I spent a year, maybe 18 months of my time developing brand new Projector Games games in Unity for cinemas, running at 4K using the mobile phones as controllers. Didn't go anywhere, sadly.
And then Cinema
I still
died.
think that's a really cool idea.
No, so what happened is they had their own app. And we're like, okay, but your app is a quiz game and it's shit. I was more tactful than that. But they stopped doing it now. So I contacted my business partner who was doing that, saying, look, they've stopped doing the app, we should go back. And then he just started to list all the things wrong with my games. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this was really not the point of this conversation, which was, let's get back and talk to the cinema people. I met with the head of Odeon, Cineworld, Picture House. It was terrifying, the people I was talking to.
Because they're a bit so big.
Well, yeah, I mean, the head of Odeon, I mean, it was like it was like 6 or 10 people from the very highest echelons of Odeon I was meeting with. These are people in control of many, many billions of dollars. Are we waiting for you this time, Tab? Would you like us to wait for you?
No, go ahead. I've broken my car again already.
Of course you have.
I race it till the wheels fall off. Turns out that's literal.
Jodas, play whole car. What?
I'm not the script.
Yes, but... Oh, hold on. Izzard, did you make it into the race?
And then well, no, I didn't, because it started a second before I got there.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. In that case, I got a message in Spanish with your name attached to it.
Weird.
Hey, well, we'll let Izard join and restart then.
Not performing very well either.
Same car, same
give
map.
Just restart. Just now Izard has actually joined rather than joining. Now I got a very odd message, and it was in red, and it looked like it was Spanish. Now bear in mind, now this is important, I don't speak Spanish.
It was in Roja. Oh, this is going to be crap. I'll get it one go.
What's crap about it?
I think people are using the internet or something, I don't know.
They're not. Oh, there's cars everywhere.
Whoa!
How's your internet there, Si?
Bad.
You just threaded the needle between Shauker and I there, I think.
I wonder if it's that.
He threaded it on me
headset.
too. He went.
You wonder
I wonder if it's the headset that's causing the problem.
I don't see how.
I'll repeat it. Because
Headset
it's running
plugged
a
in,
streaming
it's
client.
Pulling your computer down.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's running a streaming client.
What?
Yeah. It's not like other headsets. Right, I'll reboot it and see if it helps.
This is like when I buy a new TV and I have to update it. The future is stupid.
Yeah,
What?
I've had that. I'd like to watch Netflix. No, you have to update your television.
2 gigs to up.
What? Did it come with a TV program?
The future is stupid.
You wouldn't download a TV.
Yeah, but you're downloading stuff on the TV. Shit.
I did that better than you, Shauker. Awesome. Damn it, you made me brake all the way around that and still got out of it quicker than I was going.
Yeah. And I did a shoulders check.
Good. In motorbike terminology, those are called lifesavers. I really need to late apex that corner. I do a very bad job of that. A bit too much drift there.
What? What?
You did too much drift, I told you.
No.
Nice.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oof.
That was close on your part. You're a bit.
Yeah. If I didn't two-wheel, that would have been so fast, but now I just used the extra speed for recovery.
2 wheels is definitely too fast. Right, late apex, late apex, late apex. Better.
For the too late. Okay.
I keep doing that one because it's quite a fast bit afterwards.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm lucky.
You just came past. You just went from one side of my rearview mirror to the other, upside down. Oh. Oh, I spun it out. Did I get away with it? Maybe. I may have some steering damage. I think I have some steering damage. R2, see what you can do with it.
Not playing Squadrons.
It's a shame that Episode 1 Racer would be so difficult to get to work these days, because that was such a good game.
Which game?
Episode 1 Racer, it was called. It's sort of the same, but not as the pod racing game on the N64. It was absolutely brilliant, like a genuinely excellent game, just based on pod racing. Like Mario Kart, but pod racing.
Did it have blue shells?
No, that's Demolition Man. Yeah, all you have to be, Shaka, is mildly careful, and I think you'll beat me. I've definitely upset the geometry of my car. But I'm gonna guess you might have as well.
No.
Oh! Yeah, I think my rear right tyre is not on. Yeah, I'll be putting together a Steam slot for the train game tomorrow as well, and
Ooh.
get that done. Get it done. I don't make a lot of money off my Steam games, but if I could get like 15 games on Steam, that would be enough to live off of, just about. Like, get Steam games, they sort of hit this bit where they just
Until the next 15 games.
No, they just get to this point where they just trickle in money forever. They just hit sort of a minimum level of income and just sit there.
Weird.
That's just how it is, yeah, it is odd.
So there's some base level of people trying games regardless of interest or quality level.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh. But yes. Have you got the racing line turned off or something, Dad?
No, I don't have it on anyway.
Well, have it on.
I'm just bored of this car, honestly.
This is one of the best cars. Ooh! No, I'm happy to switch. We've done like, golly, over an hour.
Oh, I've broken this car again. I didn't make you spill your drink again, did I?
No, that wasn't you. Let's do Sprint 2 City. Not sure if we've done this one before. Oops. And we'll do it in the... Oh, car. We'll do it in the XRT, because I know how much you love that one. So you can either choose XRT or just get off the grid, and then I will force you into the XRT once I'm in the XRT. Oh God! It's when it spawns the car. Oh! I feel in a very odd position for this one. Yeah, that's better. I wish the steering wheel was the same size. I wish I could tell the game how big my steering wheel was. So my steering wheel was the same size as it is in the game in reality. I'm having to look at the mini map there, so I had no idea what this corner was. Because after playing a lot of SnowRunner on my steering wheel, I got into my smart car, and the smart car steering wheel felt enormous compared to the toy-size wheel that you actually play computer games on. Like, I think this is an 11-inch wheel, and the smallest you get on a race car is a 13. And a road car is even bigger than that. Oh no, rear-wheel drive car!
Yeah.
I managed to save it quite amazingly. Oh. Well, this
That's
is
one of the things about rear-wheel drive. You do manage to pull off some spectacular saves.
This is quite a technical track for a this car. No room for you.
There's the contact.
I think that was at least partly my fault, wasn't it? Given that I was sideways across the track.
That part might be a bit unusual. The previous part, not that much.
It's a very slow track.
It's just a heavy car.
Feels fast.
So on Blackwood, you'll probably only get up to about 110 at the fastest bit. This could do a very, very short gearing though for this track. Yeah, it's about the same. I mean, the average speed's lower than Blackwood, but obviously this is a road track. What is interesting though is the road has a lot more sort of undulation to it, and the rig does quite a nice job of that. I'm not sure this is
it? That's cool.
Well, I said Dirt Rally is spectacular on this. Absolutely insane. Like, properly impressive. This feels... There's very little road texture from this. Forza, much, much better again. But this track actually has a bunch more...
Is Dirt a single player?
Dirt 2 is multiplayer, but you're not good enough to play it. That's the problem with it. It's a simulation of rallying.
I'm barely good enough to play this.
Well, this is quite hard, but it's a lot harder than this. Because, yeah. Also, your computer's not fast enough. Like, I'm on a 2080 here,
Probably
and I was
not.
dropping down to 15 frames a second.
30.
Sort of a middle of detail level going, well...
2080. You passed that by a long time ago.
No,
Oh, wait. Or is it not? You've got a different rig, that's right.
Yeah, different compared to one I use for day-to-day.
So I was like, I've never seen you put a video up on the channel for that.
For what?
It would be kind of cool to see how much, or Dirt, just to see how much you get thrown around in that seat.
It's... well, it's kind of like Forza when I was off-road, but yeah, it's cool. But I think only Esmir and I have got it. Also, it's got VR support, but as I said, I can barely run it in 2D, even at a lowish detail. I've played it in VR, and it's essentially minimum detail the whole way. This car is awful. And this is the turbocharged one? Yeah.
No, you picked the wrong one.
No, it's turbocharged. I can see the turbo dial. I can hear the turbo. Put it in neutral, put your foot down, and the... That's the turbo. Oh, he's drifting.
With that kind of name, it's part of the identity.
Oh, initial. Yeah, initial D. Lols.
I'll just find the N key then. Okay. N for names. I can now kick him if he's being a cock.
No.
Oh, he started by indicating left. Please overtake me. Just fucking go and do it somewhere else. Why are you joining a public server to prat about and not race?
Because it advertises as being streamed. He wants to show off his mad drifts.
Yes, but I'm not following him. So I'm not watching him, so no one's going to see him.
We're talking about him.
But why not just do it single player?
Oh.
Yeah, I really struggle with this car. It just suddenly just lets go, and then just oversteers.
Oh yeah.
Even without accelerating, just suddenly like nope.
Doesn't seem to stop Shulka at all. Ah.
I'm going so wide on these. Being very nervous about the track limits.
Oh god. Yeah, anything upsets the rear of the car, and that's it. I'll just end up careering to the other side of the track.
Well, that's all this initial D guy is doing. He's doing everything he can to get the back end moving. He's just swinging back and forth the whole way around.
But normally I feel it. Like I feel the car start to let go, and I can take my foot off the accelerator in time to save it. And this, it's just not happening.
No. This car's designed for constant go. You can correct it later.
Yeah, so I was chatting with Rob because he's considering getting a Tesla, and I was sort of saying to him, I would never, if given the choice, there's no way I would ever drive a two-wheel drive car ever again. I would definitely go four-wheel drive, no matter what. Because he's talking about getting the standard, and I'm like, get the long range because it's four-wheel drive.
Is it?
Yeah. This is the bizarre thing. Because of the setup, for £6,500 more, you get 55 miles more range, and it's four-wheel drive. Because in Ice World, if you want to get the two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive version, that's a lot of money difference. Tad,
hey,
you bounced off the wall.
you sideswiped me into the wall, and then get mad at me, sir.
Bounced off the wall. Then I bounced you back into it.
Yeah, which means I was already in the wall. No, I couldn't go over anymore. There was no more room to give you.
No, you bounced off the wall. You bounced off it.
Yeah, I've been doing that the whole way.
Well done.
I keep wondering why my front tire's acting funny, but you know, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Thing up the other side, make it match.
Your front right is absolutely hammered.
Yeah, it's because I bump it on everything.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah. Trying to get around these corners, yo.
Let's go for the turbocharged four-wheel drive car instead.
It's probably for the best. Go! Oh.
I
was trying to impart momentum to you, sir.
Yeah, but that doesn't work with your ping.
I still bumped you. It's just this back end goes places that you don't want it to. Phrases that need context.
If you vote to N race, I'll choose which is the turbocharged four-wheel drive?
2 below this one, I think.
2 below? No, that'd be the bottom row.
Is it?
Yes. I can't tell until you vote to N race.
Oh, it is the one right below this one.
Right below, okay.
FXO GTR.
Car. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
That's my favorite car.
AS1R maybe.
That's the one I like. I think it's the 4-wheel drive turbo.
That is.
You don't want the rear-wheel drive one. We all just went sliding across the universe. That's the XRR.
Oh, if I just remove you all from the, there you go. There you go. You should now all be forced into the correct car.
Woo!
Oh, we're all on the line. Oh, wow. When this hits the rev limiter, when you put your foot down, the car shoots forwards. When you hit the rev limiter, the rig lurches backwards. That was very cool. This handles much better balance.
Yes. Everything about this car is better. I love this car.
Yeah, I really can feel how rough the road is, though, on this rig.
I can see it. I'm glad I can't feel it.
I'd say it helps, but by the time I go, ooh, that bit's a bit lumpy, I've already crossed over and I've gone. Wouldn't like to do the UFR on this track because there's too much gear changing. I think that hangs a clutch made of cotton candy. There, candy floss. Cotton candy.
Just embrace the Americanism.
I prefer the Australianism.
Candy floss.
The Australianism of the same word. It's fairy floss, which is much better.
It's still not something you're gonna floss with. Like, what?
No. That's the... Do you not... What? Do you not know what floss means? I'll give you a clue. What does candy floss and dental floss have in common? What physical characteristic, maybe? Slow down for the corners.
Thin? Like,
yeah.
stringy?
Yeah, thin strands, yes. And slow down for the corners. You're embarrassing me. I've taught you better than this. Slower!
No.
Like Lightning McQueen said, slow is fast. Or something. He said to go left, sometimes you have to steer right.
Yeah, I've tried that a couple times in this game.
It works. It's the only way to save that last car.
Yeah. Oh, I've broken my car again.
Well, I told you.
I wonder how that happened.
Like, seriously, you'll get much better lap times by
got
just
places to be.
slowing down. Oh, I took that sequence very nicely, and I'm still miles behind Shalka. Oh well.
Yeah, I seem to be getting this track quite well.
I'm doing it alright, but... Oh, that was a drift. Oh my word, that was a brilliant drift.
Initial D's spazzing out in the corner. I don't think he realized that this is 4-wheel drive and drifting is very difficult.
You can drift in a 4-wheel drive car, but you need to go a lot faster. Like I've done it in the Impreza, but only by taking corners at upwards of 90 miles an hour, with my foot planted to the floor. With a big grin on my face. And the other people on the track wondering why I wasn't following the racing line anymore. It was basically...
Because I'm having fun.
One of the corners on the track involved you coming off the... I think the pilot bit of the runway onto the runway proper, and you're supposed to keep it in fairly tight to the left on the runway, but you had the whole width of the runway, so sometimes I just didn't let off. I just kept it foot flat to the floor and drifted all the way to the outside of the runway. It was glorious. So much screeching tires.
And then you had to buy new tires.
No, my tires actually, I've got plenty of tread on them. So I might go with a softer compound. My problem is that I've got the sidewalls have cracked because they're just too old.
Oof, oof. Right back.
Just having a conniption fit behind me right now.
I'm just waiting for the mobile.
It sounds like Shulker.
No, we're just waiting for this mobile obstacle to get out of his way.
I wonder who he's talking about.
Tighter.
Right.
Problem with this track, if you are a bit laissez-faire, you will end up in a wall. But because it's four-wheel drive, you can put a bit of throttle down to turn much or to rotate quicker. Like that.
Yup. And you said this one's the most like your Impreza?
Yes. This one's probably got a bit more power. I think it's about 400. The other one, the RB0, that's more like a stock Impreza. Or a WRX maybe.
Which yours ain't.
No, mine's a Type R. Mine's stock, but mine's like top of the league table.
It's stock for a reason.
Well, yeah, the reason it's stock is, I say, if I want to upgrade the power, I have to upgrade the clutch, gearbox, drivetrain, prop shaft, everything. Everything, it's 330 stock, and the drivetrain it takes 350. So to get 20 more horsepower, or 21 more horsepower, is a very, very expensive set of upgrades.
And you went and bought a Tesla instead.
Let me see. 700 foot-pounds of torque. Yes, I fucking did.
You put a paper on the Discord that they offered you something for the Impreza?
Yeah, I was offered 20
Is that
grand.
a joke? Like I
20
clicked on it.
20 grand for the Impreza, which is not that's not the point where I'll be like, I'll give up the car that I really love. But they've made an offer, so Tesla made an offer on my smart car, which is extremely good, so I'm taking it. The picture I put in the Discord was to show that I took the photo of that's the pink slip in the UK, what I linked you there, but Dora managed to get her paw in the photo for some reason. And that's the photo I sent to Tesla, with Dora's paw in it. Did you not look at the picture I sent? The picture.
Sure, that's how they... it wouldn't load, or I didn't think it could load. Something was wrong with it.
It was blurred out mostly.
Yeah, I pixelated it all apart from Dora's paw. The best it was, I posted it on Facebook as well, and a bunch of people went, "Oh, they go, you don't need to send all that and this." I'm like, I'm not saying I'm worried about a scam. The reason I'm posting is I'm like, lol, look at what my cat did. Like, Tesla are not going to scam me out of my car.
Especially when you're getting another car out of the deal.
Yeah, but they gave me, genuinely, they've offered me twice as much as I was expecting to get through the Owners Club. Like, twice as much as owners are selling them to each other
for the Mini?
For the smart car.
Tesla should be worried about you ripping them off. They should check the clause very carefully.
Was that a cat joke, or...?
Hey, you sound better.
Oh, wait, oh, Shaka, we're just we're at lap 7 out of 5. I was too busy driving around going...
Yeah.
I think I've got this.
I wondered why you kept going. Shulker stopped. He was like, yeah, we're good.
Gone back to my shit PC, because having tried everything else, I rebooted the router. I think that was the problem.
Yes, I should probably reboot mine about once a week. They do tend to just sort of go a bit
Log up.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got this track down now, Schalke, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one was mostly trying to overtake and always failing.
Good, good.
Well, I won't get in front of you both and cause you both headaches this time.
You
How
did
about
fine.
that?
No, you did really well for like 3 laps. Then you just balls it up and went past. Oh, that's the clutch pedal.
Who's that? Oh, it's Ted.
Whoa!
Yeah, I just slammed the clutch.
Was Ted?
I slammed the clutch down on the first corner, which did go very well for me.
Well, I mean, if what you were looking for was to be in neutrals, yeah.
No, Schalke, I definitely have overlap. What are you doing?
I'm
I
not
was-
moving left.
What? You swerve left.
That broke my car.
Oi!
it doesn't. Oh, that corner confuses me because I expect it to go right and it goes left.
Oi!
Oh. I don't know. He's got it. Oh no! No! There's nothing I can do. I took my foot on the accelerator. I couldn't brake. But you've got in front.
Keeping it relatively nice.
It's
Not
such
perfect, but
It's such a tight track, though. It's very difficult to do anything. Why am I following you?
You could do the best you can.
That's not good enough.
Oh.
Oh.
It's funny. This is like the one track that I can limp to the pit every time. But this pit isn't worth it. This isn't a real pit.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's not. It's just a spawning point. Alright, what's the button to change the view? V? Yes. Oh my god.
Every
That
time I'm
explains
following
that.
Schalke into the wall.
Well, get in front of him and then you won't have that problem.
Oh, I like that plan. Let's do that. It's not working. It's getting away from me. God, that track is so rough. I love it. I can properly feel the rig bouncing up and down as it's sort of matching all of the surface detail on that downhill bit.
You like it a bit rough.
Hey.
Ah. You're hitting the wall in the same place. I'm in the slow learning group.
Just be glad you weren't in here when we used the XRT a minute ago, because we just ended up spinning around arse about face for about 10 laps, and then we switched out to a car that's good, because it's four-wheel drive. Very good, Schalke.
yay, tight race. Woo.
Well,
What?
a couple
And
of,
with that
couple of-
speed difference,
couple of,
it feels like it wasn't tight.
couple of, no, I lost quite a lot right at the end. No, it was almost, basically I was to your left. I mean, I glanced to my right, and you swerved right across the track at me. And I'm like, ah! But you obviously hadn't noticed me. I would catch you up, caught you up on the straight. A word I shall use very loosely on this track. I noticed that the most frontmost thing on your car side is no longer the wheel. It's no longer the bonnet. It's the wheels.
Huh?
Oh, there.
You knackered the front of your car back so the wheels were in front of the bonnet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this car's got such a launch. The rig really lurches. Doesn't do that in the the Mini.
Victory! Ooh.
Oh wow, you two are really side by side there.
I don't know. I only look forward. I wouldn't know.
That explains a lot.
Whee! Walls. Schalke!
Sorry. I wrongly categorized you as madman going to the walls, but you managed to stay on the road.
I assumed you're going to crash, so sorry about that.
Yep.
Oh, look at us knocking time, getting some record laps there.
I just can't do that left turn.
Which one?
Oi!
Oh, what?
Like
Who
the
was
sort of
ramming
180.
who there?
I was
Hmm.
from. Oh well, I didn't notice. So from my point of view, you just rammed me and I span and crashed and hit the wall. So you rammed me. Which left-hander side?
Like the end of the 180. It's not
So-
really a hairpin, but...
Just before the start.
No, it's... I don't know. I'll tell you when I'm doing it. Right. Yeah, just after this bit that me and Tad are going around now. Here, that's where I always hit the wall.
Oh, because you got
We'll
to
do that.
You got to kind of come in past 180 degrees and back out a bit.
Yeah.
Damn it. The track doesn't go there.
My car is not optimal.
I think there's a word that meant that. Ooh, Schalke was. Schalke hit the wall and I suddenly lost lots of speed, but unfortunately, I was directly behind him.
No.
Was that a last corner win?
Yeah.
That was my heart's going after that. That was more than a little bit hectic. Now, can I reach my ginger sweets? That's neat. That's neat.
And you?
Well, the thing is, you know how you get Danish butter cookies, and normally it's got
Yes!
sewing stuff in it. This may have magnet. In this
What
house,
tight?
the ginger sweets have either got magnets or ginger in. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna ask for a vote. I vote that Tad won that race due to that ending. That's my vote. I think that was the best part of the race.
All the Starboys.
I think Tad wins. Oh no, there's somebody else in Schalke's coloured car. Oh wow,
We've got two Menaces in teal color cars now.
no, they really are in like identical colour cars.
How good is your color vision? Are they really like identical? Because I probably like slide the sliders, so there's probably a slight shade difference.
Oh, there's a shape difference, maybe because apparently you've rammed your car into some walls. Oh. there was a car and then there wasn't.
Stop ramming.
I'm at a slight disadvantage because my chair is not in the right place and I'm too low. And all I can mostly see is steering wheel.
Sorry for
That's the first time I made it around that corner.
Very cool.
It does very much help sometimes if you're following someone because you don't tend to take a corner much quicker than they do.
Oh, what, you're even trying to take credit for me making it around the corner for the first time. Unbelievable.
That's still around seconds. Oh.
But if you think about it,
Well, I didn't make it around the corner.
You should try following someone. See, I followed you that time.
The timing
QED.
was. The timing was. You
what
should.
are your knuckleheads doing over there?
You should
So,
try
so
following
the only thing that
someone.
matters is whether I remember there's a corner or not. And I did last time, but not this time.
Ah.
I think I've said
Aren't that
before, I
many
can only
corners in
remember.
this town?
I can't remember an entire course.
Well, this is only a 30,
So-
40-second course, so this is quite a good one. to
Well,
remember.
you say that, but to me, it feels like a 5-minute course or however long the race takes.
Well, it's 5 minutes. There's 5 laps.
Well, the bit you have to take into account
I'm
there is
getting
that
parallel.
if the race is split into fifths, that you have to see all
Oi.
5 times. What?
You are
good.
sideways squishing.
Every corner
I
is
hope you
genuinely
didn't get
brand new
messed up
to
in
me.
that corner this time.
Sorry, I was a little bit too tight there. That was my fault.
Yeah.
Every corner is a surprise. Makes it fun.
That's one thing I do like about this, is I've got the mini map in the top left. I glance at a lot to remind myself what's going on. So I was getting to the point that where my choices were either get hit by you or slam into the barrier.
And we know whether we choose ditch or contact.
Ditch is one thing, that's not the... So no, there's no way anyone would ever choose to hit a stationary object over an object doing more or less the same speed as you. It's not the same as going off onto the grass. There's nowhere to ditch on this track. That was so close. Quarter of a second. Yeah, remember, if I have to ditch, I'm doing 100 miles an hour, and my choice is hit something that's doing 0 miles an hour, or hit something that's doing about 100. I'm definitely going to hit the about 100, assuming I can choose.
But that applies to squishy flash drivers rather than virtual drivers.
Yeah. But follow me a sec, Schalke. Just follow on my right a second. Right, if you go on my right, because we were all right around here, and then I tucked in as tight as I possibly could here, but then you were further over than that, and then now we're doing it slowly. There's fucking loads of room. You can fit 4 cars abreast here.
I think you were just closer.
Yeah, I should have come across further this way. But I was doing my best not to hit you and not lose too much speed. I said there was no ditch. Remember, if I'm on the inside of a corner, I can't brake. If I brake, I'll just go to the outside of the corner. And I can't hit...
Aren't you outside there?
Yeah, it's the first bit I'd screwed up, though. Because then I was sliding towards the outside of it, which becomes the inside of the next one. But yeah, I wasn't treating those corners as a proper chicane. I wasn't doing it very well. Anyway, let's beat this newbie. Let's get this bread. Oh yeah, there is no speed limit zone on this track.
What do you mean?
I just pressed the pin of the button by accident, it told me that. Well, they said there's no pit.
No.
Because there really isn't. I mean, there actually definitely is not.
There isn't. It's just a spawning spot. It's just a place to send players that jump the start.
Turns out you can only brake for a corner if you're in contact with the ground.
I'm standing right there.
That is a thing, yes. But coming up to the last pair of corners of this track, I tend to brake very early because the car is not really very in contact with the ground.
Thanks, Lizard. You could blame
What
DJ
happened?
for that. You put me upside down.
Did I?
Apparently
No,
I
DJ did.
with my
You put me
magic.
back upright
Oh,
at the cost
right.
of most of your speed.
Oh, is that what I hit?
Oh,
Yes.
that was beautiful, Shao Kahn. I did it as well. We both took him on the inside on that corner.
Wow.
That was amazing. And cleanly, as far as I can tell, which is also a double wow.
Wow, did he hit the wall or?
He went very wide. I think he may have hit the wall. But we were doing narrower but slower turn. Watch out, obstacle ahead. Oh, God.
Whoa! Well, let me tell you a story about that. My car got flipped upside down.
So you hit Tad. Tad then teleported to my side of the track. Then I hit Tad, and then you flipped up in the air. And then my car got so broken it doesn't go forwards properly anymore. So Tad,
Come and park with me over here in the broadcast car lane.
how's that internet purchasing coming along?
I'll try to call him again tomorrow. See if anything can be changed. Because I do want my own, or better internet in this house. Especially since they got rid of the DirecTV, and now all the TV's coming from the internet.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Because I see people go, oh,
It's
why?
mostly Netflix.
I see people, why?
but-
Oh, why do you need this much internet? You know, why do you need 200 megabit? So if you've got 4 people in the house, each watching 4K Netflix, that's 100 megabit plus signaling. Gone. Too many people think about one person using up the whole internet, but it's not. It's when you have a family. I will
That's
try.
your torrenting.
I'm going to try and reclaim our honor, Schalke, but I'm not holding up hope.
I flipped over the fence, so.
Honor reclaimed.
I just...
Yes. Oh, that was an interesting VR moment. I did a fist pump, but I didn't do it very high because I was worried about hitting the roof of the car. Because it's there, you know. If you did a fist pump like that in reality, you'd break your wrist.
Better put a really unfortunate dent in your hood, or in your roof.
Yeah.
No, he'd break his wrist.
I haven't broken a wrist.
Aw, again?
I haven't broken a wrist in like 4.5 years. What are you talking about?
And we were there for it. Sorta.
Oof. The consolidation price of getting the pole position for being flipped.
Consolation.
Like an Xbox prize.
Sorry, Valen. I thought they were past me, and then it turns out they weren't.
No pressure, Schalke.
DJ's right behind you,
Yeah, I've had to back off a bit.
Yeah.
huffing your exhaust.
All I could see was the word bunny hop, and nothing else.
It's a very interesting license plate.
Oh, damn.
No.
Whoa!
And I'm getting.
Sorry, what was that about? Yield on returning to track, I believe?
Was I out?
Well, that's the one I would
Minor mistake.
That's the one I would argue to the marshals.
Hmm.
If I'd slowed down a bit more, I would have gone
The
past
tiny
you.
tracks are fun.
The hard part is it's capitalising on others' mistakes. They can make mistakes, but then you have to just about get past them in quite a short time frame. I suspect this track would benefit from a lot more wing. You can adjust the wings, like on the cars with rear wings. That's definitely a thing. Because it's all corners rather than acceleration.
Wings?
Wings, yeah, the rear wing. The big thing on the back.
Yeah,
Do you not know what a wing is, Tad?
I didn't think we were going. Yeah, it's just I don't think we're going fast enough for it to be doing much.
Well, that's why you would overdo it.
Oh. So you were complaining that Forza doesn't have VR, but Forza's 100% Microsoft console selling game.
Yeah.
Like Halo used to be.
Oh!
What would they be selling? Microsoft doesn't have a VR headset.
Windows Mixed Reality? That was
Does
close.
that count?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guarantee you that Forza has VR code. I guarantee you there is a VR build, and I guarantee you the moment that Microsoft finally get around to announcing their VR solution, which is very likely to be the G2 that I'm wearing, that it will get turned on overnight.
They're just gonna buy LGs.
No. That'll be the recommended. So the plans, as far as I can tell, is that Windows Mixed Reality will become Xbox VR. But that means that any Windows Mixed Reality headset will work. But a rebranded black G2 will become the Xbox headset.
Big X on the front.
We can only hope. It glows green. Oh God!
Like your fridge that you forgot to get.
No, I didn't forget. They sold out. Well, I did forget.
Yeah,
and then, did you not see my tweet? Because it now says click to buy, so it goes click to pre-order. So I click to pre-order and it goes we're out of stock. I'm like, what do you think the fuck pre-order means? It doesn't mean buy. It means put me in the queue for when it does exist.
They're only doing a limited run of them because they know better.
No, there's no limited run. No, it's not. I'm not going to get one before Christmas. Si, I have another question for you, actually. You know the internet router that you've got?
Yes.
You've got the same one as I've got, don't you?
The 5G thing, I'd imagine so, yeah.
Yes. How do you think it's best to get that in my car? Because it's only 12 volts off the power brick, isn't it? Or 5 maybe. It's not going to be 240.
Isn't it, the router isn't it 19 or 20 volts?
Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass then.
I can't remember.
Because the Tesla doesn't have
What do you need a router at the Tesla for?
The internet?
I thought it had phone mobile connection.
It's got 3G. You have to supply your own internet.
Oh.
I don't think I can just pop the SIM out. I don't think it's got 5G hardware anyway.
Don't you mean it's got 4G?
I think it's 3. It's only there to download.
No.
Because like all of the updates now come down over Wi-Fi, and all of the superchargers
have got
Wi-Fi on them.
3G is practically obsolete. In fact, it's getting switched off soon. So.
But it's available everywhere.
Wait, what?
No, 3G's going. 4G and GPRS might stay.
Wait, if 3G's going, that means I couldn't use my PSP anymore.
Yes.
What?
You won't be able to use 3G stuff soon.
Wow, I didn't realise. That's only 10 years ago I got my PSP Vita?
Yeah, well, it's even suckier in BMWs that don't have 4G connectivity because when they switch it off, the remote services won't work anymore.
Can you not use Wi-Fi instead?
No, when people have asked BMW, oh, can you switch out the module for a 4G modem? Then they say no. Buy a new car.
Bro.
It's interesting that it's the computer part of it that's got obsolete very quickly. Because on the Teslas, you can replace the self-driving hardware. So version 3 is the current one, but if you had version 1 or 2, you can actually get the hardware. Jesus Christ, Tad! What the fuck?
Wow, you both went around me gorgeously.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure I should have had to. I think I've had a small wet patch on the chair.
You spilled your soda again.
No, from the other end. But yeah, basically I wanted to put the 5G router into the car, just running off the car. Oh!
Yeah.
No, Schalke! No, but there's no way that would be allowed. Fuck you. That's what you... Never give up. Never surrender. Wow. So Schalke and I switched places about 4 times in the last 10 seconds of that race. Wow.
Well, like vice versa? Like Freaky Friday?
Sort of. But
Do you switch bodies?
No, just positions.
Oh.
Look at the time I beat him by 1/100th of 1/10
Oh,
of a
wow.
second. That's like 1 frame. No.
Elka's still got best lap time.
No, it is 12 volts. I just checked.
Ah,
It's
okay.
12 volts.
So I might be able to
12
just
volts, 2 amps.
snip the end off and then just hop it straight into the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping they actually sell a car
You could
adapter.
do something a little classier than that.
I could get someone else to. Now I'm sure I can get a 12 volt with a whole bunch of different tips adapters as well. Were you restarting?
Yeah, it's moving my steering wheel.
Well, that's how you get around the track. I am funny, I don't care what anyone says. God, the drop is horrible.
Yeah, so far so good with the performance issue, so it must have been the router that needed rebooting.
How odd.
Yeah, well the clue was I was getting really similar issues on the cloud PC as well. It's like...
Valen just turned the wrong way on that last corner, so I don't know what he's doing.
regretting.
Oh, okay.
Best you can.
Spectating.
Boogity boogity boogity. Probably sick of our shit.
We haven't done anything to him, I've barely seen him. Oh!
I have.
That's a very
purple walls.
unfortunate point to have a itchy nose.
Yes.
Thank you all.
I mean, the Tesla might have 4G. I mean, it is a brand new car. I don't know whether they've been upgrading the old ones. I'll have to check.
It's bound to have 4G or 5G.
I just vaguely assumed 4G was
Isn't the amount of infrastructure that needs to go into 5G? Yeah, the amount of infrastructure 5G needs to be usable is outrageous.
Well, maybe in your country. In our country, we do quite good backbone.
Well, it's not even that. It's just it's such a high frequency that none of the antennas can get very far.
Yeah. That
And
is
like
true.
any kind of material that it has to go through, it defeats it immediately. Like, it
But I'm
has
lucky
no
enough to
stay
be
power.
line of sight to a tower, and just on, well, actually, according to their site, they wouldn't let me get to the sales page because their map says I'm outside of the 5G zone. But I could see that I was just outside it, because if I put in the postcode of a house just up the road, inside the red blob on their map, it said I could have it. So I lied and bought it as if I was in the next road over, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. So
I
for
can't
me,
believe how good 5G is.
yeah, for me, my 5G is slightly worse than my landline. Not by a lot, but just by a little bit. But my mobile phone signal in my house has gone to shit.
Well,
over
a
the
lot
last
of money
week.
at your landline.
Really, really, really bad. But there is a brand new, I would say, 5G mast just up the road, like not even 100 yards from me, and I've seen a lot of engineers at it. So I assume what's happened is I've got a new mast, they switched the old one off, the old nearby one, and the new one isn't working properly. So
Are
hopefully...
you sure they're engineers and not anti-vaxxers trying to set fire to it?
Well, not even 100 yards from that is another mobile phone mast that says on it 5G equals COVID. And then I think it says Vax Truth around the back.
Well, I've heard of 5G giving you COVID, but 5G equaling COVID, that's really taking it a bit too far.
I thought that was the whole point of the vaccine.
The head camera picture is frozen on the stream.
Oh, really?
You're leaning to the left constantly.
Do you mean the webcam or the
Webcam.
Oh,
Is he pulling a funny face?
I kind of am.
Yeah.
Is it when you're scratching your nose?
There we go. How weird, I just had to deactivate and reactivate the camera. It annoys me when I have to do that. Why doesn't it do it automatically?
Well, it's like with the router. Why doesn't the router go, the network is shit, I'll reboot?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know why, but it should be an option to do that.
Like 5am go.
Well,
There's
there
no
used
one
to be, if you troubleshooted the network, it used to do that. I don't think it
Why
does
is
that
it
anymore.
2021 and we still have to turn things off and back on again to vastly improve them? Sick of it.
Stack overflows and memory leaks are still a thing.
Yeah, I assume that's what's going on with the router. Because as Adam says, you know, like every once a week, do a bit of preventative maintenance.
That's
while rebooting
amazing.
it.
I don't even know how that happened.
So, this happens on the Tesla. You can get OTA updates, like, live, to give your car more performance and stuff, and you have to reboot the car in order to apply them if you don't want to wait till its next charge cycle.
Wait,
Whoa.
like on the freeway?
What the fuck? Schalke!
I am ramming you because of what
I
happening.
I had my foot planted all the way on the brake, and I was still accelerating into Izzard.
So you hit the wrong pedal?
No, I was braking as hard as I could, but Schalke was hitting me. I assume Schalke was also braking.
Well, Schalke's fault.
Yeah, I'm guilty of ramming in that situation. And maybe not leaving reaction time for myself.
Yeah, that bit is very
Sounds
treacherous
phage.
though. It's downhill, it's fast, it's a sharp corner, and the road is very, very much not flat. It's really nasty.
Something pushed the back of my car.
Yeah, I kind
was
of did.
blue.
I tried to avoid, but I kind of did.
The Schalke was teal.
Ow! Winner!
Oh, my engine management light came on.
well, I'm not even sure what happened there. I think Sai outbraked Schalke a bit.
No.
And then...
No, I know what happened to me is I had the issue where I wasn't in contact with the ground enough to brake for that corner again. And so I smacked into the wall.
Hit the wall and then the road was narrower.
Yeah, I think I caused that pile up.
From my point of view, you two touched and then exploded apart, and I drove through the gap that you left behind. So I was lucky, thank you.
What?
Like the parting of the Red Seas, or the Blue Seas, parting of the blue cars.
Nailed it.
Good content.
I know you think you drive well, but comparing yourself to miracles is a bit much.
No, the miracle happened and I took advantage of it.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get one of those timer switchers and just have it turn the router off and back on again at like 4 AM every day.
Schalke, if ever I feel I'm getting good at this game, all I need to
Something you
do...
can set up and...
All I need to do is join one of the public servers, and then you realise you aren't even in the same fucking league. People are so good.
I was waiting for you to say something about me.
No, it's like when I used to be in a Quake 3 clan and I thought I was really good until I played other people and went, oh shit, yeah, no I'm not. We lost every single match, apart from 2, and the 2 that we won where the other team didn't turn up.
Ah.
But when we went on the public servers, we won every time. You'd be completely pub stomped. But then when we played people who are actually, you know, working as a coordinated team, not so good.
Competent.
Yeah, organised. So I know there used to be an issue that if your router lost connection to the internet too often, it would lower the sync speeds, but I don't know if that still applies anymore. I know it used to.
Oh, you mean like cable modems and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of DOCSIS, isn't it? This is very different technology, so hopefully they don't do that.
Oh no, 5G I'm sure won't actually, because obviously there isn't a line.
Yeah, and also 5G you can be moving around, so
yeah,
you could have completely new circumstances every time you connect.
No, the assumption was if your modem dropped out, then you had lost connection to the carrier, so that meant that the signal strength was too low, so it would then come back on at a lower speed to try and do it. But yeah, obviously that.
Yeah, more tolerable. Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't apply to 5G. I'm quite surprised I haven't got a message from EE going, do you even want this thing? Because I haven't even used it in like 2 months. I plan to, just not yet.
What is
The
it?
thing about modem connections, like cable modems and dial-up modems, is they would train up and fix a speed for that session. But I don't think you get that with cellular. I think it probably adjusts up and down dynamically.
Yes.
Continually.
I wonder how good the 5G one is at working. Like the one we've got, is it working in a car when it's at the hop between towers? I assume it's all the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's any different from a phone, which obviously works brilliantly at that. Because one of the selling points of 5G is the really fast, excellent handover between towers. Not to mention the fact that it can talk to multiple towers at once.
Well, it would need to be.
Yeah, but we're talking about a router designed to work in a home. It may not have that technology, or it might just be basically the internals of a mobile phone just shoved in there.
Yeah, and Tad, I think,
which would be cheaper.
Sort of going outside my sphere of knowledge here, but I think 3G, maybe 4G, only talks to one tower at a time. Has to completely hand over as you switch between
I'm
towers.
pretty sure 4G is like that, because the handshaking with the 4G phone I've got is awful.
Yeah, and you can get dropout when you're between 2 towers.
Like, and that happens. I've got full bars and no connection. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
But because I'm on the highway, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what's going on. You can't freaking handshake to save your life.
I think you're right about 5G. It's gonna. I mean, it's like it's like EV chargers. I know, brilliant. When there's complete saturation, it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
But when it's below that and you've got drought patches, it's frustrating.
For some reason, I've started taking to like looking where all the EVs are, like near my home. I don't know why, because those are the ones I will never use. Like, there's no reason I'd ever use any of those.
Well, because it's a sign of how well-to-do your area is.
Well, not really. I mean, I've got some in Asda. We've got some at the arcade, and they're free, so that's good. Do you know if you can get a CCS to 3-pin adapter?
Yeah, you can.
Specifically, so I can charge my
CCS?
motorbike at the rapid chargers, not at rapid speeds.
Oh wait, so your bike uses a 3-pin charger only?
My bike has a kettle lead.
So what are you supposed to do for long bike journeys then?
Yeah, it's you buy a different bike. This is the...
Oh, I tell you what, some of the some charging posts, like the lower speed ones, like not necessarily the pod points, but like the ones you get on parking bollards in supermarkets, sometimes have a 3-pin socket on them.
Okay, I might have to look. I might have a closer look then. But yeah, the short answer is that's not what it's for. It's got a top speed of 86 miles an hour, a theoretical range of 80, and it's a slow charger. But you can buy a fast charger, you can buy a CCS compatible charger for it, you can buy bigger batteries. It's just that's not what mine's got. Mine's for
and also you don't want to be carrying the weight of extra charging cables around with you anyway. No. If you go on ZapMap, you can filter the charging points by plug type. If you have a look, you might see there's a 3-pin option.
I hadn't noticed if there is. Don't I see some bollocks? Someone's like, oh, there's no charging points near me. Where are you, Derby? So I just sent a picture of ZapMap going, well...
What the?
There really is. There's loads. They're everywhere. Because a friend of mine was thinking about getting an electric car, and he regularly comes to see me, and he was worried about running out of charge. And I was like, well, between your house and my house, the biggest gap between charges is 7 miles. You're fine.
Yeah, there's a big difference between chargers on the map and ones actually A, working and B, available when you need them, though.
But, I mean, as long as he's not an idiot and doesn't run it down to 5 miles left before he starts to worry about a charger, I said there is no issue.
Bit of planning, as I say.
Yeah. Or it's like, what happens if I get put in a 20-mile detour? I'm like, well, A, you won't, because what the fuck? And B, there'll be a charger on that detour if you need it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, and if all else fails, just drive very slowly.
Yes.
Turn off the heated seats and the aircon and the lights.
What?
Go gently on the pedals. You can go way, way further. If you drive it like a milk float, you can go dozens of miles further.
So on an ice vehicle, the most fuel-efficient way to travel is to accelerate as quickly as you can to your target speed, and then get into as high a gear as possible as quickly as possible. I wonder if that's the same for ice, or whether or not a gentle acceleration is more efficient. Yeah, EVs.
Well, no, EVs is you want anticipation is everything. So.
Or is it linear? Like it does accelerating twice as to the speed limit in half the time, take twice as much fuel, so it doesn't make any difference which way you do it.
Well, no, because when you if you put an EV into its more economic mode, it will remap the go pedal to be much gentler in accelerating and braking.
So it's non-linear then, you think? Accelerating twice as fast uses more than twice as much energy?
I don't know, I'm just saying that the way that EVs get more out in economy mode is by encouraging you to not accelerate so fast. I say encourage you because I know in mine, for example, even when you're in economy mode, you can still kick down and go flat out.
Yes, I don't think Tazo's got a kick down, which surprised me, because then I keep it in chill mode all the time. If I was put in sport, I just push down the kick down and then put it to full whack. I don't think it does.
Yeah, on the MG, it's even got like a boost segment on the go dial. So when you want to overtake and you're already going fast, it goes into that zone.
It's nice. That's a nice, I'll say, mechanic. That's something I'm used to in my automatic cars. I'm quite happy to keep that for EVs.
Well, what the BMW does, if you do that, is it lights up a picture of a foot on a pedal with an arrow pointing upwards, meaning lift your foot off. Lift off the gas.
I am very much hoping that the Tesla do come out with a performance Model 2, which will fit me a lot more than the Model 3, which I think I'm going to find to be an extremely big car.
Oh?
It's huge. It's enormous.
They don't look that big.
Yes, they are. It's got 4 doors for a start.
I'm used to... Yeah, I'm thinking American standard. Never mind.
No, it's not. So the Model S is
not that big in America.
The Model S is a big car. It's an American-sized car. The Model 3 is what is referred to as a mid-sized sedan.
7-seater.
Is it Model S a 7-seater?
Yeah.
No, the X is. I don't think the S is.
Oh.
This is
I
just...
think I'll do
X
one
is an
or
SUV,
couple
isn't it?
more.
What time is it? No, that's fine. It's approaching the end of session. Well, we'll switch car after this one. Then we'll switch out
one
to
more.
the car of your choice. Then
I don't have time to Google. One of them's a 7-seater.
yeah, the X is definitely a 7-seater. I just don't think the S is. But the S is a big car. So's the X. They're both very, very big cars to the point where they don't fit in UK parking spaces.
Gotta love the American-sized stuff.
It's because our parking space size hasn't changed since about the mid-50s.
And this is the 15th century.
Can we restart, please?
Because of all the terror.
Well, also because I ended up in the worst possible angle. It sucked.
The 50s. The 1550s.
But no, I mean, we haven't changed our car sizes then, but American cars have always been very big because you haven't had to worry about, you know, working on an existing infrastructure like we have. And it's come to the point now where cars like the Tesla, they overhang the bays by 6 inches front and back. Like, there's no way to park within the lines. There's literally none.
Looks like Tad's got you licked in this race, guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking him on the inside.
Ow.
Haha!
Unfortunate.
It was.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Which?
I think that would have been your fault. I did have overlap, but it depends where you consider the braking starting in that corner, I guess, because I start braking a very long way back. I don't think that counts as actually braking for that corner.
Ooh.
Ah!
Well, at least we have something to look at in the replays.
Oh yes. This track's good for that.
And it doesn't take long to do.
Elon Musk confirms new Tesla
lost
Model
history.
S is a 7-seater, despite no option yet.
So it's a motorbike, even though it only comes with 4 wheels.
Yeah.
So the Model S could have extra seats in the back then, but doesn't.
Musk has been promising to bring back third row seats in the Model S again.
Okay, because the X is definitely a 7-seater. The S is.
Yeah,
is
and
The
certainly-
Raid S is our best car ever. Will be first production car to achieve 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and it has 4 doors and seats up to 7 people.
Yes, it's a slightly Weasley wordy there, though, isn't it? It definitely seats 7 people, even though we don't sell that option. It also
And
does.
2 of them have to be children.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, it also does 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. Star. There's a definite star there.
Yeah.
And part of that is not on road tarmac. It doesn't. What car do you want for the last race,
What
Schalke?
other tarmac are they supposed to be doing?
The crazy fast one, the proper formula.
Oh, bloody hell! All right then. Tad.
On the oval track.
No, Tad. On a drag strip where they don't have tarmac, they cover
Oh, okay.
they cover the drag strip in goop.
Other tyres.
Well, and that, but they actually do cover it in like I'll say glue. I've got this. It's called like race prep surface. You're
Oh,
gonna
I
have to
haven't joined.
You're gonna have to switch cars manually, I'm afraid, because I haven't got the script set up. Or you can just stick in those. That's fine. I'm off. Oh, I got kicked out.
What car do we need to be in?
Bottom right.
The F1.
I've got the wrong colours. New colours. Ugh.
Terrified of accelerating.
Have we started then?
No.
Alright.
This is
Just warming up.
practice.
I was just
Warming
waiting.
up the tyres.
Ready?
The game actually starts you with warm tyres, which is kind of nice.
Nice. Oh, how nice.
So the downhill bit you could probably take flat out because you've got downforce keeping you on the ground. But buyer beware.
You gotta brake.
Brake, not break.
Oh God, not bloody.
Okay, that was a bad start.
Yeah, should we just restart that?
It was.
Tad just stopped in the middle of the track.
What? No! I was going slower than you wanted me to go.
Yes, yes. You stopped in the middle of the track.
Go!
God, when this thing gets in the power, it goes. Nice line, Schalke. No.
This car makes the noises that a child makes when they're pretending to be a car.
I put my foot down to catch you up, and it just launched into you.
Yeah.
Like much more,
Downforce is not working.
much more acceleration than I was anticipating. It changes gear like a child changes gear when they're going. Brum, brum.
So good.
Actually, if I have
Sorry.
one complaint about my motorbike, it's when I'm doing about 50 miles an hour, the pitch of the engine is about the point where I want to change up a gear. Like I want to poot along at a lower RPM than I do.
Wait, engine? You talking about the electric one?
Yes, the engine. If you prefer it, you can call it a motor. But an engine and motor are synonyms. What the physics?
Whoa. Ah! All right.
But yeah, engine, motor are actual synonyms. Remember, you can be the motor for a bicycle, for example.
Yeah, but no EV maker calls the motor an engine.
Somehow, that wasn't very good for this car. Oh, God.
I mean, you say that, Si, but I will counter that when I tell you that every single salesman I talk to either referred to fuel tank or engine. All of them. But this was a discussion on one of the Tesla
about
groups,
that.
and I actually did look it up. So yeah, literally engine and motor, there's no difference at all between them. There's no... People saying, oh, one's continuous input and one is sporadic input. There's just nothing. They're absolutely...
No. That's just the diversion. The fact is the electric motor is a thing.
So it's an electric engine?
No one calls it an electric engine.
Well, I did.
No one calls it that.
Well, am I no one?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Bit harsh. So, Shaka, it took me over 40 seconds to get going again after that little coming to, hence the you lapping me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's
Spectacular crashes with these Formula cars.
yeah, there's something wrong with my car. Not just the driver.
I know there's something wrong with mine. Oh, God. Car is so busted.
Anyway, my point was...
not a happy looking car.
My point was, I keep wanting to change gear in the motorbike just to make it purr along at a lower sound. It does have a rev counter though. I can look at the RPM. I don't know why I'd want to, but I can. Oh, fuck me. What did you do to my car?
Hey, what did you do to mine? Look at the back end of this car, Shulka. What do you see?
Yeah.
Besides...
It's a horse, I think. A origami of a horse.
Someone took the entire back end of my car and crinkled it.
Yeah, that's because you and Shaka had an explosive coming together.
That was you, wasn't it?
No,
Huh.
but this car just basically loses all its rear traction at about 60 miles an hour now.
Woohoo! First loser.
Look at this car, Shulka. Oh, God.
Yeah.
DJ's not looking so hot neither. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I am happy to call it there. That's been most enjoyable. It's very different to Forza.
Yeah.
Which is not enjoyable.
Forza's excellent, but not in VR, unfortunately. It is a bit of a thumbs down. Anyway, Internet, thank you for watching.